Hello friends, this is Prokopis from EMP, and today I want to address a question that I received in one of the comments in my SFS Fretboard Secrets mini course. It's about guitar soloing and more specifically how to solo on guitar and sound musical. Now, if you've been following EMP for a while and watched some of my solo guitar lessons, you probably already know that one of the reasons I prefer using the String Fragment System instead of learning box shapes for scales is exactly because it helps you play more musically. SFS helps you connect to the sound of what you're playing, and it helps you develop fresh ideas by moving freely around the guitar fretboard, which is very different from memorizing a box shape and then having no clue what to do with it. But still, even with the flexibility of SFS, you do need some way to deliberately add new ideas and build a real improvisation language that sounds musical. In my SFS courses, we do that. We add new improvisation tips every step of the way, but I want to share some of that here as well. So I decided to make a few guitar lessons sharing simple tips that can make a world of difference in the quality of your improvised guitar solos. But before we start, I need to give you a very important effective practice principle so that you can make the best of what you learn. Here it is. Allow yourself to sound bad before you can sound good. I can't tell you how many guitar players get stuck because they try something and it doesn't sound great the first few times and then they quit. Listen, unfamiliar structures always seem wrong at first until you get used to them. It's like learning a new language. You learn a new word, but the first few times you may mispronounce it, or your accent may be really off, or you use it at the wrong place. That's all good, just stay with it. Or in our case, just keep playing until it becomes natural. So here's today's improvisation tip. What I'll show you is an amazing trick of the trade that I picked up when I was in Berkeley. If you never tried it, you'll be amazed at how much difference it can make. This is not actually a trick that you can use in your solo directly, but rather a soloing technique practice routine that improves your ability to create musical guitar solos. Here's how it works. Choose very few notes to practice with. For example, we can take the first string fragment of a minor pentatonic scale and move it everywhere on the fretboard like we always do with SFS. You'll see how that works in the example I'll show you in a bit. Number 2, choose an appropriate backing track. It's hugely important to do this in a musical context. And number 3, try creating rhythmic variety with just these 2 notes. Think about it like you're playing a drum. When you play a simple percussion instrument, you don't have notes to play with, but you can still make music. Doing this, but with a couple of notes for some time, will develop your rhythmic side very quickly. You'll develop your groove, and when you do have more notes to play with, you will automatically play them in a more musical way. You see, in most cases, rhythm is actually more important than the notes themselves. The right notes can sound sloppy without good timing, but just a single note can sound great if you nail it at the right time. Now I'll show you an example of this. This is a clip from the demo in SFS Pentatonics Lesson 2. I want you to pay attention and follow along as I jump around the fretboard like we do with SFS with just 2 notes. Check how I try to make musical sense even though I'm just using 2 notes. I'm telling you again, this is a great exercise. But before we close this lesson with this example, I want to encourage you, if you haven't already, to sign up for my free SFS mini course called SFS Fretboard Secrets. It's my most popular guitar course, and as you'll see from the comments, people love it. Traveling the fretboard with the String Fragment System is a really eye-opening experience. Especially if you feel stuck, you'll get a breath of fresh air in your improvisation options. Just use the link below to sign up. It costs nothing, and I believe you'll really enjoy it. So here's the example for rhythmic variation with limited notes. Watch it carefully to the end, and remember, enjoy your practice and be effective.